Good afternoon, Frederick. Welcome back to the Blaine Young Show on 930 WFMD, Monday through Friday. That was my boy J.R. Young doing the Pledge of Allegiance live. Good job, J.R.
Thank you.
And talking with Republican candidate Bill Ashton running for alderman. Bill, you wanted to continue a thought when we went off?
I just wanted to straighten some. I just wanted to make sure the public knows that the North Market Street, the widening on North Market Street I was talking about was from where the Coca-Cola plant was north to facilitate the additional traffic that's going to be put on East Street when the East Street extension comes in. That's the only thing I wanted to.
All right. What other things will you try to accomplish if you're elected alderman?
I want to
primary first, obviously, then on to the general.
That's correct. I want to try to make some effort to stabilize the water rate.
Okay.
I want to look at I want to bring businesses into Frederick. Also fill empty businesses that are not only in the downtown area but are in the outskirts. There are 3 in my area. I live in Monocacy Village. And there's 3 in my area that has been empty for quite a while.
All right, well, let's get the water rate. What would you try to do as alderman to stabilize that water rate? I mean, it's a user fee, if those that don't know, but what were some of the things you would try to do to stabilize that water rate?
Well, I mean, if we can look at the budget and see what is not needed in the budget, we can always, have a money as reserve to put into that user fee.
So user
fund to subsidize
the user fund from the general fund? So the citizens
do not have to burden the increased tax rate every 2 to 3 years.
Right.
I'm all for increasing commercial and business in the city because that's what helps the tax base.
Sure.
Not the residential, but the commercial and the business.
Right.
And we're seeing a lot of empty buildings in downtown Frederick. I was walking through there the other day, and in the outskirts. And I'm going to say I think Richard Griffin has done a good job, but I think Richard needs to work with. We need to direct Richard as an administration, not just one person, but as an administration, to work with the Chamber of Commerce as well as the John Fiedler at the tourism, and try to coax new companies to come in and into the Frederick area, and that will help our tax base and help some of our deficits that we're having.
So, what are some of the things specifically that you would do to kind of coax these businesses in or create an environment so businesses would want to relocate here or move here?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I said let's go to the downtown first of all. Okay. We need to look at guidelines. Need to be not only for businesses but for people living in the downtown area, wanting to move in the downtown area, and also businesses that want to move and conduct business in the downtown area or in the historical district. We need to change the guidelines to the HPC. This is getting to be ridiculous, and this is not a campaign. This is not something to just come up during this campaign. I have had a concern since the CVS fiasco when you were an alderman way back in, 98, 99, something like that. But as far as businesses in the outskirts or in the Frederick area.
Downtown, you would look at revising the HPC guidelines.
Yeah, because there's a lot of empty buildings empty that need to be filled. There are businesses that are moving from downtown because they can't deal with them.
What about the areas outside the historical?
I think economic development needs to have some plan to coax them in, somewhere to have tourism contact them. Have people from individual companies. My father, I'm a product of an American Optical. My father moved down here because he was with American Optical. They came down, they took a bus right through the city, through the county, before they came down. And I think that was at that time sponsored by the Chamber of Commerce. That's back in the 50s. So I don't think there was tourism then, but it was Chamber of Commerce. Something on that idea, that if they have some idea what might want to move here, contact some of these big companies, bring them in here and show them Frederick. I think that's the way to go.
Now, are you advocating for tax credits or any incentives for them, or just basically try to get them here and show them the area and convince them how it's...
I think that should depend on the situation. I don't think you want to commit to something unless you absolutely know you have a stable company. And the other thing, Blaine, going back to CVS a little bit, Carmack J's, we need to fill that space up there. That is ridiculous. That has never been filled. That's been empty for
talking about the location on North Market
Yeah,
that was
300 block of North
one
Market.
time, now owned by developer Doug Jamal, which is still emptied. Anything else, Bill? We got about a minute left before I give you a chance to make some closing remarks. Good?
Yep.
All right. You want to go ahead and...
I just want to get my email out. If anybody has any questions or wants to contact me, it's Ashton for Alderman. That's FOR, Ashton for Alderman at yahoo.com.
All right. There he is, Republican candidate for Alderman, Bill Ashton. Bill, thank you for coming in.
Thank you, Blaine, JR.
And that completes, too, George Barrow yesterday, Bill Ashton today. If you want to go back